We are back again. Mike Joestar here, and we are going to play probably one of my favorites Castlevania games. We're gonna play Castlevania Curse of Darkness. It's been several years since I played this, and I'm gonna try to do a Deathless run, and 100% the game. There's a couple stipulations and a couple contests, but we're gonna watch the intro cinematic first. Please let me know if the audio is okay. I'm not quite sure if everything is like super loud or not. I think like right here. I'm excited. So if everybody can hear me all right. This was released by Konami on the PlayStation 2 and the Sega, or I'm sorry, the PlayStation 2 and Xbox OG. Actually, let's just do Mike Joestar. Mike. So I hope everybody's excited. Taking a break from Lucian's quest because we are struggling in that. And I need to go have a pretty much a return to the classics. Castlevania Curse of Darkness being one of them. So I'm excited. Hopefully everybody's excited. I am playing this on my modded PlayStation 2. I will tell everybody what's so special about it after the intro here.
1476, Galicia. A great war raged between Dracula and humanity. Just when it seemed that there was no hope for mankind to prevail, out of the darkness and despair, a champion arose. A true-blooded vampire hunter named Trevor Belmont. Belmont and his comrades triumphantly slew Lord Dracula. A truly glorious victory for all. However, the evil one did not pass from this world in silence. With his final words, Lord Dracula left a demonic curse that enshrouded all of Europe in misery and torment. Ravaged by hideous plague and dire famine, the people's hearts turned black and murderous. The weak were slain without pity, while the land was pillaged and scourged without remorse. 3 years have passed since the death of Lord Dracula, and the invocation of Dracula's curse.
Show yourself, Isaac! I know you're here!
Crispin Freeman is the voice actor. Siegfried from Soul Calibur.
Is that you? I finally tracked you down.
You tracked me down? I was the one who lured you here. Hector, the fool who betrayed our Lord Dracula.
That matters not! I've come to exact my revenge upon you. For the death of Rosalie!
Oh, and how will you have this revenge? When you are utterly at my mercy, you relinquished your powers. You couldn't even protect your own woman. And now you think to defeat me? Lord Dracula is gone, but his powers are still here in Valacia. Even you must realize.
Devil forging.
Indeed, with this the most forbidden of arts, a wisp of conjured matter can be transformed into a hellish devil. There are but two humans who possess this magnificent power. You and I.
Yes. To our lasting shame. But I shed that evil power. Never again will I use it.
Ah, but you will, Hector, and soon you have no choice. Without it, I could crush you in an instant. But that wouldn't be very satisfying, now would it? You deserve a most gruesome fate for the humiliation you brought upon me 3 years ago. Bereft of the power of devil forging, you cannot hope to pursue me. That is why you will reclaim your powers, and thence follow where I lead you. But in the end,
He did Red Hawk, and I'll get into that. I have a little bit of insight for you.
It will be mine.
Wait! Isaac!
So,
Damn him. So be it. I must descend into darkness and reclaim that accursed power once more.
gotta love the Japanese narrative.
Heed my words. I will hunt you down like the beast you are! I will have my revenge.
So I got this at launch when this game came out, and it was the second, true 3D Castlevania game on the PlayStation. We're gonna go this way. There's a secret. This one didn't sell well compared to Lament of Innocence. They were really trying to make this a massive open world Castlevania game. I loved it. It introduced really cool mechanics. The only problem is it's very boring. I mean, we're going to be running through open spaces, but yes, you're right. Isaac has changed. They entirely rewrote his character, and a lot of what this game, like the backstory, is there's a manga. There's a Castlevania manga that actually explains the backstory to this and why we're Hector, who Rosalie is. Why did Isaac frame Rosalie? So a lot of that is lost in translation when this game came out, because you're like, wait, what is this? And the whole point is basically Igarashi was like, we need to do something new. We are playing as a Devil Forgemaster. So the lore is always, if you watch the Netflix series, the season 1 through 4, they do a good job. Hector was a Devil Forgemaster with Isaac. He was one of Dracula's lieutenants in his court, and he betrayed him. The Netflix show did a good job of that. They explained the betrayal, although it was more like Hector was more manipulated by Carmilla. This game takes place 3 years after the Netflix series, and I will say the Netflix series is canon. And as a major Castlevania fan myself, people will say, "Well, it's not. They take liberties." No, it's canon because in 3 years, Isaac can go crazy. He could dye his hair red. He could bleach his skin white, or he could possess another body. Hector could have settled down with a woman, and Isaac was like, yeah, I'm not going to let your peace happen. So there's a little bit of headcanon there, but it still fits. Because season 4 of the original Castlevania Netflix series ends 6 months after Trevor and gang defeat Dracula. So this game has a really cool mechanic. It's called the steal mechanic. There is crafting involved. I have to really get my I have to get my feel back. I'm trying to do a Deathless run. And we don't have the dodge ability. But we can get a lock on, we can get a steal, we can get a whole bunch of stuff. Number one, first thing I gotta do is I have to go into options and I need to turn off, I have to go to skill. I need to turn off C damage and whatnot. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go to the save room. The N64 is really good. That was one of my first 3D Castlevania games. I thought the N64 ones were not bad. I love them. I wish they do a remake. If you want a good Castlevania game on the PlayStation 2, I recommend Lament of Innocence. I think it's great. It's the Belmont origin story. The graphics are really good. You know, cheesy dialogue, but I'll get into that. Leon, if you're a Naruto fan, the voice actor for Leon Belmont in Lament of Innocence is Kakashi from Naruto. Hector is voiced by Crispin Freeman, who is the voice of Siegfried from the Soul Calibur series. You're not really missing out too much on this game. It's up there. There's a cool mode, like when you beat the game, you play as Trevor Belmont. It's just, this is the critique. You're running through empty hallways. Now, how am I playing this game in crispy HD? Well, I do have a modded PlayStation 2. I have the fat PlayStation 2s. I completely went the wrong way. I need to go back. So I'm running this off of a solid state drive using FreeMcLoot, and I have the PlayStation, the PS2 Gem HD mod, which is making this game look very, very crispy. And that's going through my 4K upscaler and going through my capture cards. That's how we do this. On my YouTube, I did do a Deathless Lament of Innocence run. I did it in a matter of 4 parts. 100% of the game. Am I going the right way? Yes. 100% of the game, and didn't take a death. Found all the secrets. You know, made short work of the final boss. But this one, when I first played this, this one took a good 60 hours for me to get through. I've beaten this on hard mode. Trevor mode is really fun because you get to actually play as Belmont, who actually fights Dracula. But this is Hector mode. This is the main game, and they were really trying to really do the Symphony of the Night in 3D. I have to give them that. They were trying. There are secrets, there are breakable walls, but we do have to battle camera. We have an equip system, so we can equip weapons, we can equip armor, we can craft, and this game has a really cool mechanic called the Devil Forge system, where basically we create things. We forge innocent devils to help us in combat and find secrets. And the innocent devils do a good job of helping us because there are different ones. Is this the right way? I forget. It's been years since I played this. But we are going to 100% the game. We are going to... Oh, I need the seal. So let's go the right way. I believe there's 5 types of devils, if I remember correctly. There's the fairy type, which they can do support and heal. There's the golem type, which is offensive. There's the devil type, which is the hardest one to forge. As you saw, Hector has his devil already maxed out. Abel, we have to forge our Devil Cane. Kind of. You're right. They're familiars, pretty much, except we get to raise them. And, you know, how we, I guess, groom them, we can evolve them differently. That's the main thing about, we learned in the lore that the Forgemasters are the reason why Dracula has an army of the dead. It's because the Forgemasters can create them. This game does have a combo system, so when we craft our weapons, each weapon will have a longer combo stream. So we have, you know, a fast attack. We'll have a strong attack, and whatnot. What's up, Jin? I'm glad this is one of your favorites. It's one of mine. It's just been a very long time since I played this. But I just got through Elden Ring. I'm like completely fried streaming that. And I need to go back to the classics. So I'm playing this one. So I overhauled my my stream overlay, my Twitch. If you guys ever visit me on Twitch, because I'm streaming this on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. If you ever visit me on those, you'll see that I've really kind of improved a lot. But yes, we will do a deathless run of this, knock on wood. We will try to get the, we will steal when we have that ability, and I can show everybody the crafting system. I am hoping that comes to fruition and they make a 3D collection using the DS games. You got good taste. I like those top four, but you're missing Symphony of the Night. You can't. Aria of Sorrow is excellent. I did a deathless run of that, but you gotta remember Symphony of the Night is the goat of all of them. Harmony of Dissonance, I really like. I find it's longer than I streamed that one. I did do a stream of Harmony and Aria of Sorrow. I did them with a reskin. There's a modder out there who reskin the textures to be more Symphony of the Night accurate, and you can download the ROM and play it on your Game Boy player if you want, if you have a flash card. It's really good. I highly recommend you watching it if you like the retexture. It makes it so much better. Much more immersive when it's got the natural colors. Symphony has like the most ports. For it still being the GOAT. The original PlayStation, the Sega Saturn, the Xbox 360 port is probably the fastest one to play. Requiem is good. Requiem is actually the remaster of Symphony on the PSP with redid voice acting. But some of the glitches in Requiem, wait, Requiem works? Yes, I'm sorry. There's a glitch in Requiem that you can do that you can't do in Symphony. You can keep all your stuff in the very beginning. But nevertheless, it's great. I do like the voice actor who does Alucard in Requiem. He sounds very reminiscent of Vampire Hunter D. Instead of Robert Belgrade, who voiced Alucard back on the original Symphony of the Night. We don't have a lock-on system just yet, but we'll get it shortly because we can lock on. I do like Vampire Hunter D. I've read the books, not all of them. There's like 30 in the series. I'm on like book 6, but they are really good. All right, so here's our first major devil. Good introduction here.
Earthly power. Is it coming from that tombstone?
I hope the audio is good. Please, if you're watching, let me know if the audio is
How
okay. You can
conscientious
hear
of it.
both my voice
He
and the
carved the
game.
instructions into stone along with the most difficult visualization. So, that's how badly he wants me to regain my powers. Very well. Heed my words, O great powers of darkness. Release to me one of the tortured souls. Let me infuse him with my life force and awaken him to the world of the living. Immaculate being, appear before me now!
And just like that, we get a fairy. It's the DMC route. You play basically the entire game over as Trevor.
Well,
With
Devil
Trevor's
Forging,
abilities.
isn't it? Never seen that before. Quite impressive. It's enough to make your blood run cold.
Who are you?
Oh, my apologies, my lord.
Is that
I should have offered
Patches
an
from the
introduction.
Souls
I go by
games?
Zed. I'm here for one purpose only.
Yeah, Trevor's
To
cool though
purify
because
the
Trevor
stone
has
of the
like
pestilent
martial arts
curse which
abilities
infected.
plus his
I
whip
see.
combos, and then he has
On
all
the
the
other
sub
hand, are
weapons.
pursuing the other Devil
Um,
Forgemaster, are you not? The one you seek fled toward the chapel on the other side of the
But he
mountain.
doesn't have like an
He
equip
made his
system, so you
escape through
can't
the back
equip
of the castle.
any weapons or
concerns
armor.
this
It's
to
just
you?
strictly the whip and the sub
He
weapons.
is the one protecting the curse. Ergo, he is an impediment to me, and to all those who abide in this land.
I see.
Pretty
Very
much.
well.
It's exactly like
Hector,
Richter.
thank you for your help. Now, if you'll forgive me, I must be on my way.
I think there's only maybe a handful of places that Trevor cannot go because he doesn't have the devils, but you're not missing anything. So we can name the fairies, which are fun. I'm gonna name this one Navy or Navi. If anybody gets the reference. Alright, so that just basically explains like how the fairies work, or how the devil system works. There you go. So there are 3 types of fairies that we need to forge in this game to access all the roots. There are 2 types of golems we need to forge in this game to access all the roots. Fairies can, I believe, open up treasure chests. So we get the dragon crest shield. So I'm going to set the fairy on auto. So what that does is this particular fairy can heal me. Now how do we evolve our devils? Well, they either you have to have them active, and you'll get devil shards. Depending on what type of devil you have, the enemies will drop devil shards, which after so many uses and collections, we can use those to evolve our devils. I definitely need to invert the controller. Camera reset. Can I not do that? Oh, camera control, inverse. We get a level up system. We do get the experience system. There are 2 really big towers that are secrets in the game. The Tower of Evermore and the Tower of Eternity. The latter being the hardest challenge, but if we can manage to get through it, I used to be incredibly good at that. This is also like 15 years ago. If I can get through it, we should be okay. Like all Castlevania games, we need to stop and save every so often. Heaven forbid the power goes out. Not saying that it would, just heaven forbid. There is a mini game in this game where we have to sit on as many chairs that we find. Konami and their little, it's more Iga and his little gimmicks. For those that you don't know, in Symphony of the Night, you could sit on the chairs. So they tried to do something like that in this one. You can sit on chairs to basically collect a chair room. I guess you do the same in Bloodstain. I always found that like Miriam's like knack for sitting and posing on a chair is always nice. There's not that many graphical differences between this and the Xbox version of this game. I will say the Xbox version has slight texture improvements on only the following surfaces. Anything that does like reflectives, like metal, they'll have like a better texture. You'll notice this, even though I'm not playing this on the Xbox, I can point it out when we get the cool one. R2 has a lock-on system, so they were really trying to borrow a little bit of like Zelda Ocarina of Time, you know, Z targeting. Kind of helps a little bit. We don't have to like battle the camera. That's pretty much it for this room. We can just keep moving. A lot of it's just doing the same thing. The 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much it for the time being. Yeah, this game was highly ambitious. I don't think there was anything wrong with it in its development. I don't think it was rushed. I just think a lot of the complaints were the fan base really wanted a Symphony of the Night style Castlevania game, and we got it kind of, but it was just very boring in places. Like, we're going to be running through a lot of open areas. I also think Konami did, it's not Iga's fault, but I also think like Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness here were released when other games were coming out and just hitting home runs. For example, when Lament of Innocence came out, Devil May Cry came out. And I think that was like kind of like a kick in the gut, because we saw Castlevania kind of like in the 3D space, like we don't know what it wants to be, and then we get which way do we go? I think I go this way first. We get the whole like, well, Devil May Cry came out and it did it better. It was stylized combat. So it's like, okay. And then when this came out, pretty much we had what, God of War 2? I think. Aluminium. So I think that's kind of like the problem with Castlevania here, is we got a lot of the game just got released when there were other games that came out, and it just kind of, I guess, hurt the reputation a little bit. Alright, we need to backtrack a little bit, because we should have went down in the beginning. So let's go do that, because we gotta try to 100% the map. We will be backtracking a little bit. There are some backtracking segments. But again, we're going to do this without dying. Trying to do a complete Deathless run. We should get the steal ability soon. Thank you, Honda. I appreciate the like. Yeah, the game has a real interesting combo system. I think I said earlier, and I was completely wrong. I thought it had to involve. It's more like how you do light attack and then circles like your finisher. So like square, bam, we can do like an elbow to the face. After 2 hits, we can do a throw. After 3 hits, we can do a sweep and then a spin attack. After 4 hits, we can't do anything after 4 hits. This game is actually really good because we do get to traverse the infinite corridor, which I really liked in the Netflix show that they brought that up, the infinite corridor. Except here in the game, it's the source of Dracula's power, not a interdimensional subspace of time. When they can steal. It's like, sometimes the steal icon is available when like an enemy's about to attack you. Other times it's when like you have to proc it. forget if we get the steel as a skill or we just acquire it. So now we get weapon combination. So we can now build weapons. So we need to go to combine and we can make our stuff here. So we'll take that. So finally we got a weapon. Yeah, more it's just like farming and collecting a whole bunch of stuff. And this is the ID evolution, so basically with what weapon types we use, we can level up our fairies or our devils. So axes drop blue, swords drop red, Kaiser or the fists drop yellow. There's a lot. There's a lot of different mechanics in here, but all in all, it's fun. I just like doing that like insane backhand, like bam, just like that. Right, nothing else in here. Yeah, I always tend to pan the camera and look around. Anybody got plans for the weekend? I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I really don't. Let's see if I can remember where all the secrets are. If you ever want to see how your devil levels up, we can see right here what its like deck is going to be. There is a at some point we should be able to see the devil tree map, and we can see like how once we have all the devils, we can see the tree of how they can evolve, if memory serves. So as you can see, now we're getting the blue crystals, which help. The more we get, the more we can evolve. Are there any secrets? I think one of the rooms we have to like. We have to get an enemy to like blast something. Yeah, like the lighting is an example. The lighting would be like you'd see more God rays on the Xbox version of this. Could stream the Xbox version. I just don't know why. I just did the PlayStation HD. I think the steal ability is a skill. We have to get the skill first. I don't think we can steal right off the bat. Because we don't have perfect guard either. That was actually a really stylish level up. I mean, it's been 10 years since I played this. I could be wrong, but I think we have to have the steal ability. We can't just, I don't think we can just go steal right away. I think Dracula's castle, his final castle, is like the hardest place to explore. This is the abandoned castle, but his main castle near the end of the game, I think it's the hardest because it is just non-stop. You have to enter a room, every other room you have to just clear ads to progress. The acidic vomit is what's hurting. Where are we at here? Oh, we're here. Yeah, these guys, it's like right before they attack. Yeah, I think for these, you have the perfect guard. And we don't have the perfect guard ability yet. See, now we got the double step. So I think it is a skill. Because we're going to be jumping around. Always combine more stuff. Let's work on helmet. The foil is a pretty good weapon. You know, we can attack very fast with it. We don't need to go up to the 3rd floor yet, do we? Where do we need to go? We need to go back down, I think. Redley, you've been with me since the Elden Ring streams. Did you catch me beating the game? Nice. I had the cheese and it got patched. They patched it. They got rid of the final flash build. Oh, see, yeah, it just took me right back here. There we go, that's what we wanted. Oh. Hey, how'd you survive? Let's go. I think we're nearing the boss. I will say, the second level of this game is really cool because we have a dragon that we have to fight, and the cool thing about that is you have to ride the dragon. And I will say, this game has the coolest boss fight. There's Dracula. I never knew that. I never knew he had a portrait right there. It's different when you play this game on a like a 4K like monitor and stuff and HD as opposed to CRT back in the day, because I never knew that there was a picture of Dracula right there. Oh. But yeah, the stage 2 boss fight is a really cool boss fight. It's a little reminiscent of Elden Ring in the dragon fights. Let's go to the 3rd floor. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been like the same way. It's like I remember this years ago, and then I'm like, I don't remember that being there. I think it just makes you appreciate more of what the game, how they design the game. You might be wondering, like, why we don't catch these things. Well, it's, you know, and you can see, like, why does the game have low visibility? It's like foggy. They did that with the N64. And that's because after the fog is an afterthought. That usually comes late in video game development for optimization purposes. Because everything was, at the time on the PlayStation 2 hardware, actually any video game hardware, it's all about optimization. So if you want to have constant frame rates that are consistent, you want to have, you know, basically the game be playable, you know, this is a technique where they kind of, you know, pull out the display like right there. Like a picture of a maiden. Could that be a portrait of Elizabetha? I don't know. But it's just that like little detail. We would never expect that because it's so foggy. Like right here. There's the castle in the moon. Does the moon wiggle? Huh. There is a duplication glitch, I think, in this game, but I have yet to do it. Whereas in Lament of Innocence, we just stand on the one rug in the moonlight, and we can dupe our items. I know that's in this game, I just haven't figured it out where, and I've never done it. There's a picture there, it's torn. But I will say, I do love how they added more enemies in this game than they did in the original, in Lament of Innocence. They really went ahead with the creature department and started putting like classic Castlevania monsters, other than like the skeletons and the zombies. Like we got like the bone dragons, skeleton blazes, you know, from Rondo and Symphony of the Night. I do like the moveset in this game. They really do have a variety of moves per like weapon types. Whoop. And I think this is what they were aiming for with like what would have been a 3D Symphony of the Night. And we can be hopeful, we can still be hopeful that there would be a new Castlevania game on the horizon. Konami just has to sell the IP to somebody, or just give it to a studio that wants to make the game. Bob and Weave. There we go. We got. Whoop. There we go. Ooh, what can we make? What can we make? We can make the fist weapon. Countries. We will be crafting the short sword a ton, as that weapon is practically used for everything. We're at the top. The quintessential walk up the stairs. With like fog, they're trying to put the moonlight in, see how like the castle's starting to form. Is there no save down here? There's no save. Oh, there's the moonlight. Yeah, they were trying to definitely recycle some of the assets from Lunar Innocence. If we check our map, we are only at 97.24%. Let's put on a heavier weapon. All right, we haven't died yet. Let's keep on moving. It's all about the iframes. What did we learn playing Souls games? Dodge. And just like that. Phase 2. Hey, level up. Move on to the next level. Valyet Mountains. Go over here. This is where we get our second devil friend, the Golem. Magmard. Alright, what should we name this thing? Because his name is Jimson. He's Magmard the Golem. We should have like a better golem name for him. Let's think. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's call him... That'd be funny. We're just gonna name him Rocky. It's a battle type, so he's gonna be punching things. Here's to put him straight on. We're gonna do straight. How does the devil tree go? I think we just keep using our weapon. Let him go. We're gonna go boot some bad guys. Oh, we definitely want the broadsword. That's going to help. We're going to need to start crafting a spear. And we're going to need some armor. There you go. There you go. I am debating on whether I want to stream Elden Ring again from either a new playthrough or like a playthrough like Journey 1 instead of Journey 5. Where should I go? I'm debating. Just gives them the old 1-2. Perfect guard. There we go. We got steel, I think. All we're missing is, yeah, I think steel is one of them, and we're gonna get that soon. But once I find a save room, I'm gonna kind of conclude part 1 here, because we got through the abandoned castle. So I'm gonna be more episodic with this one, and kind of do like everything in segments. It's just we have to find the save room, and we'll probably do the Baljet Mountains tomorrow. Wait, does this path go? Does it loop around? I think it kind of does. Get him, Rocky. Because there's an item we need to steal. I mean, there's several items we need to steal, don't get me wrong. But we're gonna need like resources called Ori Halfson, and we get that from stealing from like the flying bees and the birdies. So we've now looped around. So there's nothing over here back from when we entered. So let's take this path up. We do want to get our Golem Devil to be a snowman for I think it's called the Yeti. We need him to be the Yeti because he has the ability to let us ride him on his shoulders, and he can like break stuff. That's what we need him to be. I have to remember what progression I need to do. Is there a secret over there? I'm not missing anything here, so. Let him just go. You can see how like it's like our own little summon. It is. Maybe Elden Ring took some notes from this game. This is where we meet. What's her face?
It can't be. That's impossible. She can't be alive.
Oh. May I be of service?
No. Forgive me. My name is Hector. What are you doing in a place like this?
I could ask you the same question, sir.
I am searching for someone. A man bearing the same crest I'm wearing.
And this man, is he your enemy or your friend?
You sound as if you know him.
Yes, quite so. Now answer me. Be he your friend or foe?
He is my most bitter enemy.
I see. In that case, I shall help you.
Pardon me, milady, but by what reason would you offer me this boon? Indeed, by what reason should I trust it?
Your enemy is my enemy. That is reason enough. If you are a Devil Forgemaster, you shall need a place to keep your little friends safe. Rest assured, you have no reason to refuse my help.
You seem quite knowledgeable. Who are you exactly?
A witch. I escaped from the Western lands where we were hunted like vermin. I have the power to envision the future.
How interesting. And your name?
Julia. My house is further on. I shall prepare an elixir that may be of use to you. Farewell.
Her house is that door in the background. It's a little cave.
Julia. She is the very image of Rosalie.
Alright, so this way we cannot go because our golem does not have the ability to open that door. Dante has joined. These are warp chairs. They can take us anywhere. As long as we activate 2 warp chairs, we can go to anywhere in the land. It's pretty much our way of fast traveling. Magical tickets. So we can go to Julia's shop. And this is where we're going to conclude part 1. Anything over here? No. Oh, we can rest in her chair. Her rocking chair. Sends you off into a deep sleep. Look at the Valiant map.
Welcome. What can I do for you? What do you need?
The same menu from Lament of Innocence. You can get the Death Doll, you can buy some weapons here. We don't need to. The Death Doll, we might. As we all know, that's the accessory. If we die, it refills our health, giving us a second chance.
Will that be all? What can I do for you? What will it be to change your mind, huh?
Sell weapons.
What will it be to change your mind? What will it be today? Change your mind, huh? What will it be today?
Yeah.
Change your mind. Will that be all? Do your best. Good to
Oh,
see you
wait,
came back.
what
What
does
can
she
I
have?
do for you?
We can store devils because we can only carry so many. We can, we need a devil shard to forge a devil. This is how we can kind of copy devils. We'll get more of those. Yeah, so she's kind of our little shopkeeper / storage unit. That candle. Graphic-wise, this game's not that bad for a PlayStation. I mean, like, character models are pretty good. You know, Hector does look pretty... It's pretty good in this up close. Alright. We're gonna save it. That's gonna conclude part 1 of the long-awaited Curse of Darkness. Stream. So it's been on the back burner. There's a bunch of games I still have to finish. I gotta finish Sekiro, NG+3. I gotta finish Dino Crisis, but I wanted to get this on the books. I still gotta finish Lucian's Quest. We're kind of stuck in that right now. And we gotta get through New Game Plus of Stellar Blade. So with that, I'm going to kind of take a break. I don't know what else to play. If I should stream... I want to stream like a quick, like, 1 hour game. Well, know what? I'm open to any suggestions. Being I have everything from Atari all the way to the 360. I have newer games, but I mean, like, we're talking complete library, so always open for suggestions. But with that being said, have a good night. Thanks for watching.